Yo, good awakening, my peoples. It's your boy KOS Questions back with another video. As you can see in the title, this is about why you don't fit in. For all my chosen ones out there, I usually don't like to say chosen ones and all that shit, but y'all know what it is. If you know, you know, as y'all like to say. But you don't fit in simply because, man, your energy is just different. Simple, basic. It's simple, but it's deep. Your spirit is just on some other shit. I remember when I was younger, like being around family, I always just felt like a disconnect. Like I couldn't explain it when I was young because I didn't know what was going on. But now that I'm older, I understand. I grasp. So I remember moving here. I remember moving to Georgia and shit. Like shit was just different. I just used to stand out. I've always been a little outcast. But now, I remember I tried to fit in. It was just different, like being separate from everybody. Yeah, I got different ideals and all this type shit. And remember when I started to fit in, and I lost myself, man. I didn't know who I was. You know what I'm saying? When you give yourself to the world, you lose yourself. That shit happened for a long time. I lost myself. I tried to be like everybody else just to fit in, because you know how they say, man, the nail that sticks out gets hammered. Nobody wants to feel left out, especially when you're a kid. Like, nobody want to feel left out and alone and all that shit. You want to have a lot of friends and do all this shit. You want to fit in, like you don't want to just be the outcast standing up, standing out. So, it's shit crazy how shit work though, man. But yeah, when I started to fit in, I lost myself. I gave myself to the world. I started to talk like other niggas. I started to dress like other niggas. And then eventually I just forgot who the fuck I was. So I was out here, I became lost. But it's when I started to like fall back and realized like a lot of shit wasn't me. I fell back and started like just getting back to my own shit. You start to realize how dope of a person I really am. And you will see that too, man. You just gotta take a little time to yourself, some solitude, isolate yourself shit happens for a reason, man. It's for you to figure out why. I started to question myself. Hence why my name is Question. Started to question life. And I realized like the way of the world ain't for me. Like, I'm from this world, but I'm not of this world. A lot of this shit I don't agree with, I don't get down with. This shit just don't mean nothing to me. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, I started hanging, I started hanging with these group of dudes. You know what I'm saying? They was like sneakerheads and all that type of shit. And me growing up, I really wasn't in the fucking shoes and all the fashion and none of that shit. Like, I just wore what I wore, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, growing up, I used to live in the projects. I wasn't really too picky. I just, whatever was bought for me, I wore it. I mean, it is what it is. But I started hanging with these group of dudes. They was sneakerhead. They was all about Jordans and Nikes and shit. You know, being around them, like, man, you are who you hang around. So I started getting into it. I started buying hella Jordans, Nike shit. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, do you? But I realized after a while that it wasn't me. For a minute, I had to, I think I had lost my job or some shit. And I had to sell a lot of my shoes. Cause I had bought a lot of shoes. I had like damn near 10, 12, 11 pairs of fucking Jordans and Nikes and shit. Just buying them shits. I had lost my job. I had to sell a lot of them shits. And when I sold them, I was down to like 1 or 2 pair. And I realized that I didn't really give a fuck about none of that shit. I didn't give a fuck about none of that shit. I realized, man, that shit ain't, it wasn't me. I was just doing that shit just to fit in, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because after I sold them all and realized that shit, was like, damn, a lot of shit I do is because I was just trying to fit in. You know, now that I just be doing my own thing, I be rocking the dolo out here. No, you just gotta get comfortable with yourself, man. You gotta realize how special you really is, how dope you really is, man. And people start copying you. And I'm starting to see that shit now. It's funny how life works, man. You just gotta pay attention, man. Get in touch with your own spirit. And you gotta show the world how dope you is. Don't let the world tell you how dope you are. You tell the world how dope you is. You understand? But that was just a little quick little video, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Just wanna get that out there, man. Find yourself, and then you tell the world who you are. Don't let them tell you. But peace and love to all y'all. Keep doing what you're doing, man. All the chosen was out here, man. Peace.